Could the universe have started not with a singular point and a violent inflation burst, but with a supermassive black hole quietly letting go? In the energy filament theory, the origin is a mother black hole that fails gently, leaking energy and information until it spreads into a finite energy sea. Textbooks often begin with a math singularity, then rely on space stretching to explain why everything looks smooth and flat. Think of a pressure cooker full of thick soup. You don't need an explosion to change the kitchen. You just need the lid to stop sealing. The outer boundary of a black hole is not a perfect glass surface here. It's a stressed skin of the same sea, constantly hammered by boiling tension waves from inside. Tiny pores can pop open and snap shut, like a safety valve that releases in microbursts, so the system can evaporate without a big shock front. Over long time, the pores get more frequent and harder to close, and the threshold turns from a seal into a leaky belt. Then the deep valley becomes a slow spill, energy spreads outward like soup pouring onto a table, forming a 3D lump that is mostly uniform inside. That uniformity is not a symmetry wish, it's what violent mixing does, because the inner cauldron keeps sanding away large differences. Only after the sea relaxes do stable filament rings and atoms lock in. So cooling comes after mixing, not before. Now the edge appears naturally, because a finite spill must thin out. And thinning means the relay gets weaker. Light is not a bullet crossing emptiness in this view. It is a beat passed along the sea, like a stadium wave. When the sea gets too loose, the beat can't hand off cleanly. Like sound dying in thin air, so long-range influence stops without any reflecting wall. That relay failure is the physical boundary, not a shell you draw, but a coastline where signals fade and structure can't stay stable. And because the leakage is patchy and shaped by spin and texture, the edge need not be a perfect sphere, it can be an irregular shoreline. Inside the boundary, the universe can still have no dynamical center, because a geometric middle does not have to act like a gravitational throne. So the story becomes one continuous mechanism: boil, leak, spread, relax, and grow structure on small ripples that survive the mixing. In this picture, the universe stops being an empty stage and becomes a living sea that writes its own rules. Tap follow, share it on New Physics, Clear Universe.